What up, it's Dane here. Skinny guy bulking, food everything. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm fucking spinning,
Okay, first meal of the day, breakfast. Just over 1,000 calories. Great bulking meal for skinny guys. Just like all the other meals that I'm going to show you. I think I slipped into a food coma. I just quickly got into the doctors because they said I'm not aesthetic enough.
It's never a problem till niggas is ballin' and bitches they all wanna stick. I lickety split.
Just finished from the GP, man. They had to put a new cuff on my arm because I made so many gains. Alright, tip number 1 on how to eat more. Have regular snacks throughout the day. Just quickly gonna take my steroids. Oh, and that's tip number 2, take steroids. No, don't really. Well, it's up to you. Okay, so back in the kitchen for meal number 2.
Quit fucking crying. You majoring in everything that's minor. Shit is minor. This train ain't gonna stop, girl. It's you riding. But how can we move forward if you dwell on what's...
Oh shit, I forgot to open a rice packet, so it just popped in the mouth. Check that bad boy out.
I spin alone. 1 minute I'm home, then I'm going. You say I never answer my phone.
Just quickly having a quick appetizer. And then we'll get into the main course. Okay, meal number 2 ready, but here's tip number 2. Alright, tip number 2 is add more sauces. I'm gonna add cottage cheese. If I had sour cream or some really high calorie sauce, that's what I'd add, and that's what I recommend for you. Just add loads of sauces. Alright, tip number 3. This one's real important. Eat protein sources with high fat, just like that turkey mince or beef mince. The reason being is because fat is what makes the food taste good, and when the food tastes good, you can eat a lot more of it. It will spike some dopamine, and dopamine reinforces the behavior. In meal number 3, I'm gonna tell you the 4th tip, so let's get it. Alright, let's get a quick workout in. I haven't been able to go to the gym because simply, that was pretty fucked up right now basically. So anyway, gonna get a home workout in, let's get it.
I'm spending all of my dough. I'm spending all of my cash. All this money that I ever had, I put that shit on my tab. 12 o'clock and I'm fucked up. Oh damn, I'm smashed. I got fine women and fine drinks, and I'm trying to make the shit last. It's Friday. Thank God, little homie, it's Friday. Let me get it on a Friday.
Alright, tip number 4. Always carry food with you, that way you will not go hungry and you'll keep getting the calories in. Alright, this one's gonna be the biggest of them all. This one's gonna be such a good one. Watch it. Alright, so the reason I've just taken creatine is because creatine is a byproduct of red meat, and at the moment I'm not eating too much red meat, so that's why I'm taking creatine. And if you're gonna take it, just take creatine monohydrate.
Someone standing out, not the ones that keep on handing out booty like change. They moody and strange, like Judge Judy on stage. What? That's an analogy. I hope you're proud of me.
Alright, tip number 5, do not eat any vegetables. Oh, okay, we can eat fruits. Okay, no, but seriously, tip number 5, drink your calories throughout the day. Make some protein shakes, but just don't make just protein shakes and milk. Add some oats, bananas, make a mass gainer shake, and I will even bump your calories up even higher. I mean, currently I've got about over 5,000 calories just to show you guys. Literally, I wouldn't eat this much otherwise, but it is quite easy to eat this much when you eat the right foods. I'm not even tracking these calories, man. That's light work. I don't think I'll even eat the whole lot. Alright, so 5,000 calories plus in. Let me show you some dessert as well, just to show you how easy it is to get these calories in, and just how enjoyable it is for me. Finger licking good.
All of this liquor keeps losing its taste. Taking these shots and I hit that shit raw while the girl at the bar says it's better with chase.
So the biggest tip, again, I'll be saying them for all of them, but overall it's just avoid foods that are basically very healthy and low calories, right? So low calories, that is the important point, because here's the thing. Broccoli is really healthy, we know that. However, that's low calories, so you don't want to consume too much of it. However, I'm not saying like just forget vegetables and stuff altogether. Still keep them in your diet, but if you really can't eat enough, then lower the intake of them a little bit. So concentrate on foods that are high in fat and high in sugar and high in salt. Mainly, obviously, fat and sugar, they're going to be like one of the highest. For example, the ribs that had a lot of fat in it and it had a lot of sugars in it. So both of them, that's why I'm still not even that full, because it's very hyper palatable, meaning I can eat a lot of it. As we know, hyper palatable foods will spike dopamine, it will increase it. Dopamine is a chemical in our brain that's basically responsible for pleasure, and it motivates us basically to eat more and seek that pleasure. For example, even if you drink coffee, drink it the first time, oh, that tastes pretty shit. Drink it the 5th, 10th time, okay, I'm getting addicted to this, or maybe not addicted, but I like this a bit more and more. So that's basically what it does. This meal right here will spike my dopamine. The ribs all that's high, and again, sugars and fat, and just all foods that are high in those properties will spike your dopamine and will motivate you to eat more. So keep all that in mind. Now, if there's one thing I ask from you, is this: take action on this. Train hard. If you're at home, if you haven't got any equipment, if you've got a gym, great. Eat a lot. I've just shown you, I've basically blown my diet for you guys today, so I appreciate that. If you could even just share this with your friends that are really skinny, and you know, they say, oh, I can't eat a lot, when in reality it's very easy. I mean, I didn't even include mass gainer shakes in it. I didn't even include granola bars, snacking throughout the day and stuff like that, protein bars, whatever you like. I didn't include any of that. I basically just ate, quote unquote, like a normal person, but in more quantities and more hyper palatable food. It's really that simple. So one thing I ask you is share this with your skinny friends, and just like every time someone asks me or tells me that they can't eat enough, I'm gonna send them to this video. So those are the main tips in order to get bigger, bulkier. And one thing I have to say just before we end this here is that just because you eat more doesn't necessarily mean you gain way more muscle, right? And there's like a dose relationship response, meaning you eat more, you kind of gain more muscle, but then eventually it's not even beneficial. In fact, it will hinder you even more. For example, let's say someone's eating a 300 calorie surplus per day, which is quite a good surplus. You'll probably maximize muscle gain and minimize quite a lot of fat gain. However, if you start eating 500 calories over your calorie surplus, you got to gain a lot of fat and maybe some fat as well. And by the way, I'm not saying either one of those options are bad or good, because some people prefer the looser, quote unquote looser approach, where you just do 500 calorie surplus and gain slightly a bit of fat. But then we know we can always lose fat a lot easier and a lot quicker, especially at higher body fat percentage. And again, you're probably a skinny guy and you might not even want to track your calories, which it's not really fun, but it is fun. The reason I'm saying it's not really fun, because you might be thinking, okay, I'm eating this many calories today and this many calories, but in reality, you're really not. And that said, today I didn't track my calories very accurately. I couldn't all the time if you have to cook for other people. However, I have tracked my calories for quite a long period of time. I know roughly how much is in what, and I definitely know I've consumed about 6,000 calories per day, because I didn't even show you that I finished that pasta, or almost finished it, and all the little snacks, right? So even though I didn't have that many snacks in between. So I'm gonna stop talking now. Let me summarize this video for you. All those tips is very important, hyper palatable foods, to eat more food. Training principles, like I always say in my skinny guys video, and even building muscle, is progressive overload, variation, tempo. Also, like obviously if you're in the gym, you can use this stuff as well, and also increase the volume load. These are very important factors, along with giving your body the building blocks it needs in order to grow. And don't forget to sleep 8 to 9 hours, the thing most people neglect, and I don't know why I always leave it to last. I guess it's because it's not the fancy or shit. So anyway, that's the video. I'm gonna finish this now. All these 6,000 calories today have gone right into my bicep, and well, my bicep looks small, wrong angle. But anyway, all 6,000 calories have gone into there, and my bicep, maybe my chest as well. I worked some chest as well. Yeah, it's gone in there. So anyway, Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you liked it, share this with your skinny friend, and as always, stay positive, stay smiling, eat a lot, bulk a lot, message me when you bulked up.
No, there ain't no stopping us.